I have lots of recipes from my grandmother. I found a recipe card for a cake I remember her making. Find a handwritten recipe that you love and make a photocopy of it. Cut around the recipe ingredients and instructions with some scissors. Buy some water slide decal paper at your local craft store. Photocopy your handwritten recipe onto the decal paper so the image is on the slick side. Spray an even coat of acrylic spray onto the recipe image. Use scissors to cut out the recipe image. Submerge the paper into water for 30 to 60 seconds to separate the base paper and the transfer membrane. Remove the membrane and quickly position it onto your thrifted plate. Once the image is positioned, use a damp cloth to smooth away excess water and remove air bubbles. You can also use a debit card to squeegee out any bubbles. Let the decal dry for at least 3 hours. Fill a basket with a tea towel, your handwritten recipe plate, some napkin-wrapped forks, and wrapped pieces of cake. Give this handmade gift to a favorite neighbor or hostess. They will love your recipe, and the plate will look beautiful sitting on an easel in their kitchen.
Here I have a container, and I've already worked in a brick of foam and added just a little bit of moss on the top. So the first thing we're going to work in is this really pretty bush. So it has really long tendrils, and I think it's going to look great right in the middle. I grabbed a couple of sticks from my backyard. I chose a thinner one and then 2 thicker ones. We're going to take the thinner stick and we're going to place it on the top. To secure it, I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue and I'm going to add it to the main sticks. This is not going to be holding up a great deal of weight, and we're going to just place it like that. Do the same thing to the other side and then give that a few minutes to harden up. I'm going to take some wire now. We carry this in silver and gold. We're going to further secure this, so I'm going to take our wire and tie a knot where the 2 sticks join together with a little bit of hot glue, and then we can just take the wire and further secure it by tying it around all of these twigs. Now that we've worked in some greenery right on top of this, we're going to take those 2 ends of those sticks and poke them right into the styrofoam. Just like so. No hot glue is necessary. If you wanted to add some, you can, but with the length of these stems, it's going to be really secure inside of that foam. Now I have some other greenery, and I'm going to actually work these in the back, kind of like a little forest. So we have 2 of them. I'll place one on either side of the back. Now I have an adorable baby outfit, and I think this will make it the ultimate baby shower gift. So I'm just going to take the little set that we got, the little matching set, and we're going to just hang it at an angle, and we're going to use this like a clothesline, using just some sticks from the yard. So now let's embellish the bottom a little bit more. Now I have some of these really cute, lightweight, moss-covered rocks, and I'm just going to place those in the corner. And for the finishing touch, the cutest baby clothes ever, which happens to be shoes. So this is actually for my nephew, but again, I think this would make the ultimate baby shower gift, and if you know the gender of the baby, you can make it correspondingly. And here's how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. So this one was very economical to create, but you could absolutely include diapers, some toys, whatever you decide to gift, and I think it makes the ultimate gift. I did come back in with a little bit of moss on top of the wire that we secured our twigs to, and I think that was the perfect finishing touch. So I love how natural and organic this looks, and you can add lots of color if you decide.
Last time I was at Dollar Tree, I picked up some of this crinkled paper for a basket, some of their festive bunny ears for Easter, and as well I headed to the plastic bowl section and I grabbed 2 of these bowls. So to begin this project, I'm going to take the first big mixing bowl and I'm going to fill the bottom with the crinkle cut paper, and then I'm going to put in all of my little goodies that I bought for my children, some books, some fun little Easter things, whatever you can think of to fill this little bowl. And then once I have that full, I'm going to take a hot glue gun and I'm going to add just a little dot of hot glue on each side. We don't want to actually seal the bowl, we just want to close it and make sure it stays together, but we want to make sure that the kids can open this. So just 2 little dots of hot glue. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the top section here and add a ton of hot glue, and I'm going to put down the smaller scallop bowl on top of that and holding that and letting it set, and then I'm going to fill that with some more crinkle paper and then just a few other little bits of fun here, some candy and just a little toy for the kids. And then I'm going to go ahead and I actually discovered that maybe glue dots would work a little bit better just to keep this in place. So I had this line of glue dots here and I just put a little bit on the edge and then I'm going to go ahead and close my second bowl over top there, and that way the kids can still get in it. So hot glue or glue dots, whatever you like. And then I'm going to take the bunny ears, and I'm going to use some more glue dots, and I'm just going to set those on top here in position. And then I'm going to take some customized ribbon that I made here. I used my Cricut to put my son's name on it, wrap it around the middle, and then I'm just going to make a smaller bow as well by pinching up the fabric and then wrapping a wire around it. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the middle where the other ribbon is, just for a little fun festive flair. But you can honestly decorate these however you like. You can put faces on them, ribbon, there's all kinds of fun things you can do. And then here is my finished project here. I made two, one for my daughter and one for my son, and these turned out so fun and so cute, and I cannot wait for my kids to see these on Easter morning, and I just know they're gonna love them.
Grab 3 barbecue themed kitchen dish towels from the Dollar Tree. Start by folding some square dish towels in half. Then take each folded towel and roll it up nice and tight, just like rolling up a newspaper. Once you've got the towel rolled up, grab a rubber band and wrap it around the middle of each one to keep it secure. You can do the same thing with cloth napkins. Just make sure that they are folded to the same size as the dishcloths, so the rolled cloths are generally the same size. Now grab a big bottle of dish soap. A 25-ounce bottle of Palmolive dish soap works best for this project, but any dish soap bottle can work. Take the rolled up dish towels and cloth napkins and secure them to the bottom half of the bottle with a rubber band. Keep adding those rolled up towels around the bottle, just slipping them into the rubber band. Once you've got your first layer built, it's time to build it out. But this time you are adding the rolled up gift socks. A rubber band won't fit around this layer, so use a piece of jute twine to secure them in place. For the top layer, use the rolled up bar cloths. Remember those barbecue themed kitchen towels? Take one of the towels and fold it inward so the word grill is showing in the center. Then wrap the rolled towel around the front of the cake and secure the ends with safety pins. Slide your towel cake onto a wood cutting board and tuck various barbecue tools like spatulas and tongs into the cake. I hope this inspired you to make a barbecue-themed Father's Day gift cake out of simple dishcloths, socks, and a bottle of dish soap.
Did you know you can create a beautiful gift basket for a housewarming or newly married couple with items from the thrift store? So the first thing I always do when I get home with stuff from the thrift store is I want to wash it. So I filled up my sink with some warm soapy water and I washed everything that I could, everything that could be submerged. The next thing that I did was, before I started filling the basket and personalizing it, I found a piece of ribbon from a sewing cabinet. This is from an old gift years ago, and I decided to weave it into the basket. This is just creating a more custom look for it. I ended up buying a hand towel and a box of tea to fill this basket out, and so the cream ribbon also went along with the color of the hand towel that I had chosen, and also went along with the coffee mugs with their red and their blue with the white in between, so I knew it would match. And then added in the spoons as well, crossing them over again for some visual interest, and then added the whisk between. I added in that box of tea because the box was so beautiful, so it added in really well. So overall, this gift basket was less than $20, and it's beautiful. I hope you enjoy.